Welcome to Tamsy Fae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsy Fae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsy Fae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsy Fae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsy Fae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, Fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome. I try to say it both at the same time. Hi Dee Dee. Hi Ellen. How's everyone? Welcome. You know how it all works. I have a legal disclaimer in the description. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but if you don't have notifications on for my channel, then you guys will not get notified when I post videos earlier than everybody else. Apparently. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but I just realized that today. So yeah. So if you're not getting videos earlier than everybody else, it could be that you don't have your notifications on or you don't have all your notifications on. I don't know. That's just something I learned, so I didn't know if you guys know that. Hi Bernadette. How are you? Welcome. I just thought, because you're members, you would just get notified, but I don't know. But I'll switch the screen so we get started. Also, I'm going to be starting to stream at 6:30 instead of 7. I came on at 7 today because these guys are members. I wasn't sure if you realized I changed the time yesterday. My camera's not on. Never mind. I did the wrong thing. No, I didn't do the right thing. This is the right thing. Stream. Hold on. I'll get my camera going. I was confused. There we go. For some reason, the timer is still on. That is weird. Last night the timer was on because I thought it's because they started early, but it's still on and it's still there. So I guess another project for Moonbeam. It's still there. Because of different times. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Maurice. Thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. That is awesome. Thank you. Here is the question. Oh yeah, because I can't see it. I'm gonna fix it. Well, I hear from housing. Mr. Maurice, in case you missed it, I just found out that if your notifications isn't on for this channel, then you won't be notified for videos that are early access. I don't know if you realize that or if you have been notified or not. But if you have been notified, it might be because your notifications are not on. But for Dee Dee, will Dee Dee will Dee Dee hear from the housing people next year? Will Dee Dee be hearing from the housing people next year? Will Dee Dee be hearing from the housing people next year? Also, Mr. Maurice is going to be starting earlier next Monday. It'll be at 6:30. Like this, I guess it's, yeah, 7 now, but next Monday it'll be at 6:30. Let's see. Trying to get your energy, Dee Dee. Will Dee Dee hear from the housing people next year? The Four of Pentacles, I feel like it's a possibility, but it may come with like strings attached, or there might be conditions, or you know, a lot can happen between now and next year, it seems, because the Four of Swords is out. Four of Pentacles, so you know, they're both yes cards. Even the King of Wands is a yes card. The Justice is a neutral card, not yes or no. So I feel like it's a strong possibility, but it's not a strong yes either kind of thing. You know, it's not like dreams come true kind of energy. It's just a strong possibility. Yeah, I feel like it all depends how the the waves or the current is going in that sense. So that's what I got for that. You're welcome, Dee. Alice! For Alice. Does Harris know I blocked him? And did he try to contact me through a fake Texas burner phone? From a Texas burner phone. Okay, let's see. For Alice. This wanted to come out. Did Harris try to contact Alice through a Texas burner phone? Oh, I don't feel like any of this is like a strong yes that they did. I mean, the world is in the dark, so I feel like there's a connection between the two of you that is not completed. So maybe they did reach out towards you. It's a possibility they thought about it because I just feel like there's some sort of broken connection between the two of you. So that's probably they maybe not be fully aware that you blocked them. They may not realize why they can't get in touch with you. The judgment is in the dark as well, so I feel like there's a little bit of fears of judgment coming through, or fearing what you're thinking about them, or that sort of thing. The hangman, I feel like they shift their perspective of whatever their situation was before. I feel like there's energy of them being a little bit in denial about something, feeling like they can't change either. Like, they're in denial, but there's also something that they feel like they can't change. It's just who they are, but I feel like it's kind of like worrying them and it's heavy on their mind. The moon is in the dark as well, so I feel like they come to terms with some sort of truth about themselves that they didn't realize before. That is what I got on that. Maybe I'm going to switch it back and forth now. Let's see if this will go away. No. Sorry about the timing thing. It's all gonna be sorted. It's just because we're switching time. My daughter goes to actual school this year, so I have to get up extra early. So I have to go to bed a bit earlier. My goodness. She didn't go to school until this year. So it's a big change. She usually does school at home. For Ellen. General force the rest of September. For Ellen. What does Ellen need to know for the rest of September? What does Ellen need to know for the rest of September? I'm gonna shuffle it again just in case that world wasn't for you. What does Ellen need to know for the rest of September? What does Ellen need to know for the rest of September? Ooh, there's gonna be some disappointments or heartbreak of some sort. Oh my goodness. Well, what does Ellen need to know about the rest of September? Well, despite the disappointment and discouragement and heartbreak, the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favor, right? The Wheel of Fortune's in a light, so I feel like there's this sense of your cycle is turning in the right direction, right? I just feel like there's this energy of you just going through the elements of change, right? It's fall, a new season. The Queen of Pentacles is here too, so I just feel the sense of you between now and the end of September is focusing on yourself, on grounding yourself, being more creative in your energy, more nurturing, more resourceful, as well, especially with work-wise type of things. I feel like in finances, the Ace of Wands, I feel like something wants to spark, something wants to come through. I don't know if it's a spark of creativity or a spark of motivation or just a spark of you taking initiative and taking action of whatever you feel you want to take action towards, right? Let's just see what else does Ella need to know for the rest of September. Yeah, moving just came down and fixed it for me, Bernadette. What else does Ellen need to know for the rest of September? Ugh, you know, the things may be a little bit hard with the Three of Swords. Not quite sure what that is. I feel like it's more like a sense of disappointment than like, I don't know. Because both cards do represent a disappointment and grief, maybe a little bit of regret. For the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles in the dark. So, you know, I feel like it's a matter of keeping your eyes open for this opportunity that may come through with the Ace of Wands, because I feel there's a slight chance that you might miss it. The King of Wands may have something to say, may try to discourage you about it, but I feel like you're gonna be able to make magic happen. You know, stick to what you believe in, stick to being optimistic and looking for those opportunities, and yeah, ground yourself, it seems. Bernadette, hello. Current energy about Kayla. For Bernadette, what does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? What does Bernadette need to know about Kayla's energy? What does Bernadette need to know right now about Kayla's energy? Four of Pentacles is in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of I feel like there's this energy of procrastinating. So I don't know if Kayla is like being really slow in their energy or you did run into each other. That is awesome. Four of Pentacles in the dark too. I just feel like there's a sense of them letting go of things and kind of just releasing that sense of control, being more open, less guarded. I feel the energy as well. I feel like they're just trying to balance life and everything it throws at her, right? For the Justice card, I just feel them feeling like they're treating themselves better and being more in tune with their energy, and that sort of thing. I feel like Kayla's in a better place now than maybe what she was. The Five of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like she's overcome some challenges, and you know, I feel like she's ready to come out and show that she cares not just for herself but for others as well. The Knight of Wands is in the light, so I don't know if she's on towards a new romantic pursuit or she's just feeling like she wants to take things slow, one step at a time kind of energy, and just decide that she's going to be more patient and reliable than maybe what she was before. Well, Kayla, try to reach out to Bernadette. Well, Kayla, reach out to Bernadette. I feel like in this energy she will. Let's see. Will Kayla reach out to Bernadette? The Star, I'd say yes. Have faith in it. Believe that she will, and she will. Yeah, that is what he got. Mr. Maurice, hello. Do the cards see coming towards Mr. Maurice to look forward to? Ooh, that is fun. What can Mr. Maurice look forward to? What is coming ahead for Mr. Maurice to look forward to? He wants some positive messages. What can Mr. Maurice look forward to? Wanting some positive messages here. I don't know if you know that song, but that song just came to my head, and I never remember songs ever. You know that song? I don't know if you know what it is. Chasing Waterfalls? I can't remember who sings it. I don't know if it's Ace of Base or what it is. But that song, if you know what that song is, I don't know. But that song just seems to be playing in my head right now, and I haven't heard it in a long time. For the Ten of Swords in the dark, I feel like there's gonna be a weight lift. TLC sings it. Yeah, there you go. I remember. Yeah, it's been so long since I heard that. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if that means anything to you, but for the Ten of Swords in the dark, I feel like you're gonna have like a weight lifted off of you, like less stress, less worries, just feeling uplifting in some sort of way. The Eight of Wands is in the dark as well, so I feel like there's this energy of some intense energy, because I feel like there's going to be someone, there's people coming into your energy that is also going to be uplifting towards you, more positive around you. The Knight of Pentacles, I feel like the work situation as well is going to be improving with this Knight of Pentacles here in the light. Yeah, because I just feel the sense of you being more devoted or feeling more better about going to work and finishing things that you have started that maybe you've had left lingering around. I don't know. Well, what else does Mr. Maurice need to know? Because I feel like this, there's a chapter ending and a chapter beginning. Like a new beginning for you that is starting, that is more fulfilling and may make you feel more whole. The Queen of Cups is in the light. So I feel like people are going to be more compassionate towards you, more supportive towards you. And I feel like the hard times or the stresses and worries are going to be ending. You may want to be a little bit guarded. You may not trust this good energy to last. But, and don't enjoy it while it lasts. That's what I got. I feel like there's some weight lifting off your shoulders. New chapter beginning. So I feel like that is something to look forward to. Let's see what the fairies have to say. What does the fairies have to say for Mr. Maurice? Well, let's see what the fairies have to say. There's another one the fairies said. What else did the fairies say? The fairies said, this is the centellion. Never say that. Centellion? I don't know. New opportunities shall manifest in unexpected ways. New chapter, new opportunities are manifesting. And it says, find the secrets hidden in the brambles. So there's secrets hidden that you're going to have to find, dig deep in. I don't know. That's what I got. Dee Dee. General reading for Dee Dee. What does Dee Dee need to know? What does Dee Dee need to know? You're welcome, Mr. Maurice. Don't be shy. Ask more questions. For Dee Dee. What does Dee Dee need to know right now? What does Dee Dee need to know right now? Seven of Swords is in the light. So, I don't know if it's you sneaking around the shadows, getting up to some things that I don't know, or if it's somebody else around you. I don't know if you're planning some things or thinking about things that other people may not be aware of, because that may have come through. Maybe somebody else around you that's kind of sneaking around. But I just kind of feel like there's like this thinking around the shadows here, especially with the moon in the dark. A little mysterious, a little complicated. Not quite sure what that is. If it's you unraveling some sort of truth or secrets about someone or something. Let's see what this is. You have the Judgment as well. So I feel like it's kind of like, whatever this is, it's kind of like using your discernment. Like making sure that you're making good decisions. Yeah, the Hierophant as well. I just feel like it's kind of like going against your beliefs or values, or going up against somebody else's beliefs and values, or I don't know, I just feel like this rebel energy trying to come through around you. Not sure what that is about. Queen of Swords is in the dark. Hi Eliza, how are you? For the Queen of Swords in the dark, I feel like someone may come into your energy who's overly emotional, maybe, you know, trying to get all up in your business, because I feel like they care, though. I don't feel like they mean to be a bitch about it. I just feel like they're kind of like curious about what this is as well. And they can feel that tension around you. The Magician is in the dark as well. So it's yeah. I feel like you may want to change your mind about it. That may make you feel a little defeated. No idea what that is about. Let's see, what else we get for... I don't know, may make you feel a little bit stuck. not quite sure what this is, but I feel like there's gonna be some sort of obstacle. Maybe just clearly somebody just not agreeing with you or not seeing your vision. But that's what I got. Hi, Miss Moonlight. How are you? Welcome. Miss Moonlight, just in case you all don't know, I'm changing the time to 6:30. So next Monday it'll be 6:30. And my live during the week will also be 6:30. I have to start doing them earlier now. Bernadette, will my arts and podcast be a success after being on a local magazine? So for Bernadette, will Bernadette's arts podcast be successful after being on a local magazine? That is so cool in your community. That is awesome, being in a magazine. Oh man, that is so fun. That is so cool. Let's see for Bernadette. What does Bernadette need to know about her podcast being successful after being on a local magazine in her community? Oh, you posted? Yeah, Sarah, my daughter, captured a photo. She said that is spindle, so. She refuses to kill it or get rid of it, so it's just hanging around her room. So I was terrified it's gonna have like 1,000 babies, but that's happening. For the stars in the light. So I feel like think positive, right? Your mind is very powerful. I'm struggling with staying positive myself, so I know how hard it is. But staying positive is, is strong energy. The stars telling you to stay positive. Have faith in the universe that it will be successful. Look for other opportunities. Put yourself out there. You were in one local magazine, or look for more opportunities to push yourself that way as well. There is I don't know if there's podcast group. I know there's blog posts for people who write blogs on Facebook, and sometimes there's people that go on those blogs and see who's posting their blogs, and they'll choose someone to be put in on their blog or their magazine or whatever they have going on. Because a long time ago I wrote a blog, and one of them chose one of my blogs to put on their thing. So you kind of get yourself out there that way. I feel like that is an energy that I'm feeling with this stars opportunity here, having faith in it. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Light, so I feel like you're just working on developing your skills, and I feel like your dedication and your consistency is going to be tested. I feel like there's room for improvement as well. But you have the Four of Wands in the dark, so you may not get full-blown, viral instantly, but I feel like you are making progress to head in that direction. I don't know why this Page of Swords just wants to haunt us tonight, so we're going to see what's going on with that. What's happening with the Page of Swords here? What's happening with the Page of Swords here? Oh, Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. For some reason, I was thinking that the Page of Swords was the Seven of Swords. Because I was kind of feeling like someone's going to confess something towards you, or something's going to be revealed towards you that you don't know about. But as a Page of Swords, maybe the Page of Swords is going to tell you something that you didn't know before. So I feel like this Page of Swords is not really nosy, but wants to get to know more about you, or more about your podcast or your art, whatever that is. I'm not quite sure what his intentions are, though. I feel like his intentions may be a little bit questionable, because the Knight of Swords is also in the dark. So I don't know if they're kind of acting questionable because they may be making a mistake, or they may be mistaken by something, or, misrepresent themselves perhaps. It could be disappointing or misleading. That is what I got, though. I'm not sure who this person is. I feel like it's just gonna be like a random person who may just find you on social media, or I don't know. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it's somebody who's trying to boost their business. So they may want to try to write an article about you or something. But I feel like they may not be completely honest, or I don't know. Just be mindful of them. Of someone who, I don't know. Strange, yeah. I'm not quite sure what the energy is. But now you know, so they won't be able to trick you. You won't be caught off guard. For Alice. Someone reached out and kept asking. It does feel weird. Oh man. That is good. I'm glad you normally know. Trust your psychic abilities for sure. For Alice. Has Harris seriously... Okay. Has Harris serious about asking me to be his girlfriend yesterday? Was Harris serious about asking Alice to be his girlfriend yesterday? Was Harris serious about asking Alice to be his girlfriend yesterday? Was Harris serious about Alice being his girlfriend? The Eight of Swords is a no. What is Harris's thoughts and feelings about Alice? What is Harris's thoughts and feelings about Alice? I feel like they have conflicting thoughts. I feel like sometimes they're interested in you and sometimes they doubt themselves. I don't know what's up with that. I feel like they keep shifting their perspectives of what they think and how they feel. The Eight of Swords is like being restricted, so I don't know what would stop them from moving towards you and being your boyfriend. But I feel like it's just a matter that they get stuck up in their head and they get very anxious, and I feel there's a lot of anxiety coming through. That's probably what's blocking their mind with making, you know, an easy decision, right? If they like you, they should come towards you. But the Five of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like but there's also this energy that they don't want to be competitive. They don't want to fight for your energy either. They just want things to be easy. Like kind of like just having a girlfriend, not doing any work. I guess seems to be what's coming through here. Let's see. What are his thoughts? What are his thoughts? I feel like that's his thoughts. What are his feelings? What is Harris's feelings? I feel like he feels deeply like he doesn't want to fight with you, doesn't want to fight for you, just wants things to be easy. And I feel like they're wondering if they're chasing some sort of empty fulfillment with imagining themselves being with you and unsure where that could possibly lead. Is he seeing another girl? Is he seeing another girl? The Ten of Wands is no. He's not seeing another girl. Is he sleeping with another girl? Is he sleeping with another girl? Ace of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like he tried, but she she rejected him for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. But that's what I got. I don't know. I feel like if you went along with what he said, then maybe his true feelings would come out. You know? He said that if he asked you to be his girlfriend, say, okay, you know, like, just pretend that he is. Just treat him like he is. Treat him like, you know, hubby type of energy. And see how he responds or how he reacts. If he reacts weirdly, then, you know, get away from that. But if he embraces it and shows his true colors, then you know where you stand. For Miss Moonlight, Reading for the rest of the week. Yes, what does Miss Moonlight need to know for the rest of the week? What does Miss Moonlight need to know for the rest of the week? Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, it's all positive. They're all in the light. Look at that. You may feel exhausted, but everything's positive. The Ace of Pentacles, new potential, new growth, new success. Putting yourself out there, the badass success card, that victory with the Six of Wands here. You know, just riding that white stallion. Maybe that cute guy comes with it. I don't know. The Nine of Wands is in the light too. So, you know, you may feel exhausted, but you're going to keep going. You're resilient. You're strong. You're going to keep pushing through. The Knight of Pentacles is in the light too. So, again, getting things done. That sense of self-sufficiency and hard work is going to pay off. What else does Miss Moonlight need to know about this energy? I'm always afraid to clarify, because sometimes when I clarify, I sabotage a really good reading. Well, let's see. What else does Miss Moonlight need to know? Well, not too bad, right? Any restrictions are going to be lifted. Not quite sure if you have any restrictions or there's restrictions that you were unaware of, but they're going to be lifted. You know, you're going to feel empowered. You're going to see things clearly. You know, you're going to realize what options are available towards you. This Queen of Pentacles may be a butt cheek, but hopefully it's not you being a little resistant to this positive energy. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is someone who's reserved and not really believing as truthful as this could possibly be for you. That is what I got. Seems good. I'm glad it went as good. You need an easy week. Dee, how will my book bite? How will my book bite before midnight do good? Will Dee's book bite before midnight go do good? Will Dee's book bite before midnight do good? I guess Miss Moonlight is calling Beastie. We are getting Beastie stickers for all the members. There's going to be Beastie stickers that you could use. And because I keep saying butt cheek, Emily, my stepdaughter, has made peaches stickers you guys can use in the chat, and BC stickers. The BC stickers I think are really cute. They kind of look like emojis with their face on it. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be so cute. So, your book, I feel like you're going to have options about the book. Or you're going to have different opinions about the book. Not quite sure what that is. Oh, Miss Moonlight, she's got a Beastie sticker. That is so cute. And butt cheeks. Emily put peaches instead of actual butt cheeks. That is so cute. I got stickers. Oh man. For the Ace of Wands in the light, I feel like there's this energy as well as maybe a slow start. You know, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that you won't get like success like boom right away, but eventually you will. Two of Pentacles is yeah. For the Hangman in the dark, I feel like I don't know. This is a weird energy. What is going on with this energy? Because I just feel like It's not like a change of perspective. It's like just giving up. But that maybe, I don't know. Queen of Wands. I feel like you have a new idea or a different perspective of where this is going. So I don't know if there's like a part 2 of this, but I feel like there is going to be potential. It's just going to take some time, going slow. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I got though. Hopefully it goes faster than how slow it looks like it's going to be going. I'm always surprised. I post new videos, but it's my old videos that are getting views, not so much my new ones. Like all the new videos I've been posting, people are watching the ones I did like 2 years ago. It's just so weird. I have new videos, people, but you know, the views are going up on my old videos. I did like, it's so weird how that happened. Making content now for 2 years from now. I don't know. At least they're watching the commercials. I just think it's weird. It turns into a cat? Eliza, hello! What are the current situations of P in general? What is the current situations of P in general? That was a really bad shuffle. What is going on? Seven of Wands. What's going on with P's energy in general? Hmm. The Seven of Wands is in the light. So I feel like right now, P feels like they're really being challenged. Some of them are being challenged in their work for whatever, because I feel like they really need to defend their position or their reputation. And they have to like really set some ground rules or whatever that is for them. Because I feel like I don't know if they're trying to have a promotion or trying to get a different position in their work or what's going on with that. I feel like they don't want to draw a lot of attention to themselves because they're trying to be quiet about it. But they are hoping for the success with the Sun card here. Six of Swords, I feel like their situation is kind of just drifting right where it is too, though. Like it's not really moving ahead anywhere. They're trying to make it go ahead, but not really wanting to be expressive about it. What else does Eliza need to know about P's energy in general? The Emperor, yeah, they're trying to be like boss man dude or whatever. They're trying to get a sense of control. Nine of Wands is in the dark too, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they want to gain more finances or more independence than what they currently have. So that seems to be their energy in general. Not quite sure if you want me to clarify up of how that affects you. Things with a cuarto. Ellen, hello. For Ellen, can you give me a sneak preview of how October will look for Ellen? Ooh. What is the month of October gonna look like for Ellen? There was a world card that wanted to show up, so maybe starting October is like a new chapter, a new beginning, a new month. It's spooky season, so what can go wrong with that, right? Well, let's see, for Ellen, what is Ellen looking up about entering October? Oh, the Page of Wands is in the dark. Maybe somebody's fibbing or unpleasant news about something or other. Let's see, what strengths or opportunities or blessings will come in October for Ellen? So, Nine of Pentacles. What should Ellen release or avoid? What's happening beneath the surface for Ellen? Oh. I'll clarify on what this is for you though. You have the Page of Wands in the dark, so it could be like some of your ideas or some of your ambitions you have set for October may be bigger than you could manage or bigger than what's realistic right now. I do feel like there's some negativity, but I always believe that the cards in the dark is kind of like it hasn't happened yet. We're not in October, so there's always energies that are changing, right? Energy is constantly changing all the time, just like the weather and the moon. And for the Knight of Pentacles in the dark, I feel like it's a matter of moving forward or moving into September slowly, not rushing into things. Being realistic with your expectations, like truly trusting your intuition. Though I feel like it's avoid not trust, like avoid not listening to your intuition. So I feel like you need to listen to your intuition, listen to your beliefs, your values, who your true self is. The Three of Pentacles is in the dark too. So I feel like it's a matter of sticking to yourself, or if you're trying to work towards something, maybe work towards it on your own instead of helping everyone else improve what they have going on. But it's kind of like time for you to focus on your own skills, your own successes, your own things that you have going on in October. The Knight of Pentacles in the dark. Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like going slow and steady. Um, I feel like there's also this energy of finishing what you started. So there's something you're going to be starting in September that you haven't quite finished by October. So it's kind of like getting close to your finish line. Queen of Swords is in the dark. I feel like it might be you make me feel more alone or more solo in your activities or things that you have planned. That's what I got. Have a good night, Miss Moonlight. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. I was hoping to have some good energy for you. I feel like you may want to, there's something that you want to say. It may be not a good time to overly express yourself. Just kind of like sticking to yourself seems to be the energy in October. But that doesn't sound fun though. So hopefully the energy changes. Energies could always change. Just so, 3 weeks to change the energy. For Bernadette, what's the current energy about relationship? What's the current energy about the relationship? Let's see. What is the current energy about Bernadette's relationship? Four of Swords and a Light. What's going on with the energy around Bernadette's relationship? Romantically. You're making plans, they feel the need to keep them private. Oh, okay, maybe that's the energy that came through. But I just feel like you gotta keep it all to yourself. Don't, yeah. That's probably a good energy. That's good intuition. Good that you're listening to your intuition on that one. The Four of Swords is in the light. I feel this energy that you really need, like a rest. Like the two of you need to rest together and like release any stresses. Not worry about all the mundane stuff that needs to be taken care of because it's always going to be there. You know, housework and stuff never goes away. But it's just a matter of taking that time for the two of you to rest together and just spend time with each other, just recharge. I just feel the sense of the two of you going through some like lucid sense of healing and just, by being with each other. The Two of Pentacles is in the dark as well. So, I feel like it's kind of like trying to, you don't need to find a balance, just make the balance happen. Like, don't wait for the right time. Don't wait for an opportunity. Just kind of like plan it. The Judgment is in the light as well. Yeah, so I feel like you need to plan a day for the two of you to rest together. Like, whatever that is, just staying in and watching a movie together, whatever that is. And, like, plan it, schedule it. Don't try to fit it in because it's not going to work out. You know, like schedule it. Never mind who's judging you or what's going on with that. Like, don't worry about that, because I just feel the sense of the two of you making that decision and sticking to it. And I feel like that's going to give the two of you like some sort of power boost. The Three of Wands is in the dark too, so I feel like it's just doing it, like having some rest time alone with each other, or just being comfortable. You know, the kids are around, just relaxing. You know, light a candle, maybe have dinner together. Let's see what else does Bernadette need to know. Yeah, I feel like you really need this rest to avoid this tower energy and to turn your lovers back into the light where it belongs. And the two of you can sit and contemplate your ideas and your thoughts together, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's what seems like a needed date day. I can say date night, but take a whole day, a whole date day. Alice, what do my angels and spirit guides want to tell Alice? Let's see. What does these souls want to come? So I'm gonna use the ones that wanted to come originally. For Alice, is there any spirit guides, ancestors, or angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message? The Justice card is in the dark. I feel like there's energy of your spirit guides or angels or whoever's trying to come forward right now wants you to find the beauty in the things that, you know, often may not have beauty in them. But I just feel the sense of readjusting your expectations, and I feel like that may help you with your balance, especially balance with your relationships and your love and romance energy. You have the Nine of Wands as well, so I feel like there's also this energy of like putting down your wand and, you know, not being so on guard and allowing yourself to rest. And I don't, it's not like a giving up energy, it's more like taking a rest and putting more of your energy towards yourself. There is a star as well, so the universe is, the angels, they're all blessing you right now. I just feel it's a matter of having faith and going through whatever this energy is. Because I just feel this sense of you embracing this energy, especially the moon energy. I feel like the moon energy is going to be strong for you right now too. Whatever's going on there, I feel like as tired as you are going to take time for yourself and just have that balance. What else does Alice need to know? I don't even know if that makes any sense. Is there anything else in spirit guides, ancestors want Alice to know? The Judgment. I feel like you're going to be like, just listen to your heart, listen to what your true calling is. You may have to do some things alone. I just feel like there may be a lack of motivation trying to come through. The Page of Pentacles, you may not hear all the answers you need to hear from whoever this Page of Pentacles is for you, but we're going to ask the fairies as well. Does the fairies have any messages for Alice? Does the fairies have any messages for Alice? It says stories are medicine. So strengthening you and renewing. So listen to some stories, read a good book maybe. And it says take control over your quest. Choose your companions wisely. Right? Choose your companions wisely in romance. What does Alice need to know about her romantic energy? What does Alice need to know of what's in her romantic energy right now? Closure. It says not all connections are meant to be. Accept closure. What else does Alice need to know about her romantic energy? Unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you are not overlooking red flags. Not quite sure what that means. If this one wants to come out too. An offer a proposal in the near future comes as a surprise. So I don't know if that was the energy about you getting, of Harris asking you out, or what's going on with that, but that's what I got. Seems like they had a lot to say. Dee Dee, will I hear from my friend Irene and Becky? And how has Irene been doing and feeling? Let's see. Will Dee Dee hear from her friend Irene and Becky? Let's see. We'll do Irene first. Will Dee Dee be hearing from her friend Irene? Ooh, the Page of Cups. Yes, it's strong, yes, right? Like a loving communication as well, a good friendship talk. Will Dee Dee be hearing from Becky? Will Dee Dee be hearing from Becky? No, because I feel like she has a lot of things she's needing to do right now. How has our Irene been doing and feeling? How has Irene been doing and feeling? How has Irene been doing and feeling? How has Irene been doing and feeling right now? Ooh, she feels better. I feel like whatever's going on, she has been feeling better. She feels more grounded, more down to earth, more in tune with her true self. I feel like there's something she may not want to talk about though. I feel like she's still overcoming some challenges, but I feel like she's in a better position of whatever was going on there. Five of Swords, some healing, some making peace with whatever drama or whatever things were going on there. But that is what I got. Culture guidance for my meeting with Scott tomorrow. Ooh. What does culture need to know about their meeting with Scott tomorrow? What does culture need to know about their meeting with Scott tomorrow? The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is in the light. So I do feel like there's this energy of making sure you're well rested before this meeting. Like I feel like that is important. Make sure your mind, heart, and soul is in the right place. That you are taking the rest that's needed. Think about exactly how you want this meeting to go, what your goals are, what you need to accomplish. Maybe take some notes and write some things down. The Ace of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy that they may reject some things that you want to say. I'm not quite sure what that is about. But I feel like the strength and the energy between you and Scott tomorrow may be a little bit strained. Some things you may have to let go, or maybe some things Scott will be the one to let go of. Let's see, what does culture need to know about this energy between culture and Scott tomorrow for this meeting? Scott may bend a little bit and give up some of his power control that he has going on. I feel like he may lean towards being a little bit easier on you or his expectations, or I don't know what the situation is. The Hermit is also in the dark, so I feel like he will reveal some information that he may have been in from you guys or haven't said yet. That's what I got. You're welcome, culture. For Eliza, what are the current thoughts and feelings of P towards Eliza? What are the current thoughts of P towards Eliza? What are the current thoughts of P towards Eliza? Not quite sure what that is. I don't feel like it's all negative. I'm not quite sure why they're all in the dark though. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like P spends a lot of time working or thinking about work or um other responsibilities that he may have going on. Because I just feel the sense of them not always being as reliable as they should be. The Page of Pentacles is in the dark as well. So I feel like they may be procrastinating and not really taking initiative with expressing their thoughts and feelings towards you. But I feel like they're just, not really focused on that. The moon is in the dark too, so I feel like some sort of truth of whatever's going on with P will be revealed soon, right? The moon in the dark, I just feel like some sort of truth or clarity is going to come through. What does Eliza need to know about this energy? Whatever it is, he does have strong feelings towards you, though. I don't really feel like it's negative. It's just kind of like a little bit lost in which direction it's headed towards. The King of Pentacles here. So I feel like they do want success with you. They do want... I do feel like they do think about, love and the sensual things that goes on between the two of you. Their mind, heart, and soul is in the right place. It's just it may be torn, One side is focusing on work and bills and responsibilities, and the other side is like all sunshine and positive and wanting to be expressive towards you, but they're holding back for whatever reason. The Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like overall he does feel like you are his Queen of Cups. You're very emotionally supportive towards him. You're always there for him when he needs to. I feel like he feels that love, that kindness, that nurturing energy that you have. I feel like luck, timing, and destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. I feel like there's a good chance that there will be some changes where P will be more expressive on his thoughts and feelings and intentions towards you. Yeah, that's what I got. Bernadette. Will Bernadette be financially stable soon? What does Bernadette need to know about her finances? What does Bernadette need to know about her finances right now? Let's see. What does Bernadette need to know about her finances right now? The Knight of Wands is in the light. So that is good, right? I feel like there's this energy of you being able to pursue your goals I feel like it's a matter of releasing any fears and taking action. Um, is what you can do right now in your finances. I'm not quite sure if you're aware of what actions you are able to take. I just feel like there's some sort of thing of being able to commit to something or push forward on your goals that you have in mind to boost your income. You have the world in the dark as well, so some things may not be complete. You may not have all the answers for them yet. I feel like it's just a matter of making some plans and being realistic of your expectations of these plans. I feel like it's not a good time to take any risk, or especially on big purchases or big spending kind of energy. The hangman is in the dark as well. So I feel like the hangman is supposed to be like your best foot forward, right? But for the hangman in the dark, I just feel like it's the energy of like shifting perspective and shifting your mindset, because your mind is powerful. I do believe that. I do believe that for other people. I have a hard time believing it for myself though. So I know how hard it is. But I feel like whatever your mind is who you become, right? I feel like if you're always thinking that you're poor and you have no money, you just become poor and you have no money. But if you think that what you have, even though it's not a lot of things, you don't feel poor, and then you don't act poor, and then you have more visions of opportunities that could come your way. That's what I got. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, that's what I got. But I feel like there's some wiggle room for being consistent in your energy and that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, me too. Food is so expensive and it's so hard. I'm so thankful I have Moonbeam because he is so good at finding sales and deals and oh my goodness. I know, it's tough out there. You gotta really look, you need to really shop around, be smart on what you buy. It is definitely really hard. It's not easy. Let's see for Alice. It is, I know. My kids too. And both of my kids are on special diets and they're not the same diet. They're completely different diets. So I feel you, Bernadette. It's not easy. It is not easy. It's tough for sure. For Alice, messages of encouragement from my angels and spirit guides. Let's see. What spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae have for Alice to help with her confidence and preparing for interviews? What messages does Alice have? This is Alice need to hear from hers, angels. Rain spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae. That want to come give Alice a message. Spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Alice a message. Rain spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to give Alice a message. I feel like that wanted to come into the light. For the King of Pentacles in the light, I feel like it's just a matter, right? The King of Pentacles, be ambitious, be. I, I just feel this energy, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, not just confidence, but be true to your true self. Be who you are, not, like, don't mask who you truly are. I feel like it's a good strong energy of you truly being who you are. And sometimes when we go to work or we go in public, we kind of like put a mask on, try and hide our true selves. But I think it's a matter of like you truly being your true self. Be grounded, be realistic with your ambitions, but be ambitious at the same time. I feel this energy of you being more loyal, especially loyal towards yourself and what you want to achieve with working for the company that you're interviewing for, or whatever's going on with your interviews and preparing for the interviews. Do it with compassion, but also lead by example in your interviews, if that makes any sense to you. The Six of Wands, like taking that chance, putting yourself out there, have that badass success. You know, I feel this energy of you being proud of who you are and proud of the work that you do or the work you could potentially do for the interviews. You just feel the sense of you praising yourself, and you know, after the interview, reward yourself one way or another. The Five of Pentacles, I feel like your challenges are going to be less. I just feel like there's going to be some positive changes. I feel this energy of you also seeking support, so maybe seeking some advice from others who work there or people who've had similar interviews as you on what was their best tips to prepare for it and that sort of thing. Um, yeah, you have the Death card. I feel like some things are going to be ending, but I feel like what's going to be ending is the challenges that you've been facing. What else does the spirit guides, ancestors, angels of Fae want to know? Want to tell Alice about what to know for these interviews coming up? How can Alice prepare herself for these interviews? The Four of Pentacles, being possessive of your energy, right? Be cautious of what you're saying. Be mindful of what you express and what you don't. The Hangman here, Hangman is here too. So I feel like maybe shifting your perspective a little bit on what not what your expectations are, but what you would traditionally do in an interview, and spice things up a little bit. There's a lot of tips online for interviews. There's so many. I just know because my daughter did a project about how to prepare for an interview last school year, and it's completely changed then from when I used to do interviews. For the Six of Pentacles and Light, just kind of like looking beyond your skill set, look beyond what you have, and really put yourself out there. Show how independent, hardworking, and self-sufficient you are. You know, that's really what. You gotta make yourself look different than all the other 1,000 people are wanting the same interview. May not be that many, but it seems like it sometimes. There's so many people looking for work and looking for things. For Didi, how will the rest of the month be like for Didi? How will the rest of the month be like for Didi? How will the rest of the month be like for Didi? The Five of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy of self-love and letting go of any repressed feelings and taking a nudge forward. Not quite sure what that means for you, but I feel like taking some time for yourself and boosting that energy. The Four of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel this energy of you. You spent your time thinking, you've done your healing, you're just ready to get up and move forward. And I feel like that is what you're going to be doing between now and the rest of the month. The Page of Wands, you may be getting some good news or some sort of sense of clarity about something or some information. Whatever this energy is, it feels like it's exciting. So I don't know if it's like being invited somewhere or just something fun is, I feel like, is trying to come through here. The Five of Swords, you know, someone may want to speak their mind, but you know, you just let them speak their mind and move on. You don't have to feed into it. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? Ugh, the Five of Swords may be jealous about whoever this Knight of Wands is who is coming into your energy. Because you have the Page of Wands, so I feel like this Page of Wands is the same as the Page of Wands. They're both the Page of Wands. They're both the Page of Wands. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this Page of Wands, hot, fiery, passionate, romantic energy, right? He's full of big ideas, inspiration, energetic, playful. I feel like he's going to be flirty with you. And this Five of Swords is going to be jealous. It's like, hey, that's Dee Dee is mine. I haven't told her yet, but she's mine. Paws off or something, you know? I don't know. Well, what's going on with this dude? Two of Pentacles. He can't decide if he wants to ask you out or not, but he doesn't want anyone else to either. What are we gonna do with these people? The Page of Wands is ready to go. He knows what he wants, so this one can't decide, but doesn't want to share either. I don't know. What's going on with that? You're welcome, Dee. Culture. I don't know why I was waiting for another reading when there is one in there. For culture. Guidance for... Okay, guidance with C on the shower drain situation. What does culture need to know about the C working on the shower situation? He's gonna pretend he doesn't know anything about the shower situation. I feel like he's just gonna close his eyes like I didn't hear anything, I don't see anything. We're not gonna talk about the shower situation. Oh man. How can culture deal with C in a shower situation? What kind of advice can we give to culture to deal with C about the shower drain situation? The justice is in the dark. I feel there's gonna be an imbalance going on. Imbalance, I don't even know what. I feel like dealing with C for the drain situation is going to be tough. Will she split the cost with me on the gadget I want to buy? Will G split the cost with culture on the gadget she wants to buy? Will she split the cost on the gadget that culture wants to buy? The Three of Pentacles is a yes card. I feel like she will be willing to work something out with you. Whatever's going on there. I'm not quite sure what this is. You know, we have to do a little bit more convincing. Why is there an imbalance and bad luck in this situation? Page of Cups. I feel like if you approach her with love and compassion and don't be cranky about the drainage situation, seems like you can work things out, but be kind, you know, like she's your best friend, so you get the drain fixed up. Because I feel like she want to be just in denial and pretend that's not happening. Bernadette, what does my guys have to say about me and why? What do my guys have to say about me about why I am on Earth? Huh. Let's see. Saint Spirit, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels, and Fae. Do you have any messages for Bernadette about what is her purpose? Saint Spirit, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels, or Fae? Have any messages about Bernadette finding her purpose? Great Spirit, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Angels, or Fae? How can I give Bernadette a message about finding her purpose? For the Page of Pentacles that's in the dark, I feel like there's still some lessons you're here to learn still before your next life kind of thing. Page of Pentacles, yeah, I just feel like you're still learning. I feel like this energy is like you trying to figure out what your goals are and what you can improve and what areas you can improve as well with being grounded and connecting with nature and that sort of thing. You have the King of Pentacles as well. So I feel like your purpose is to build your confidence, be more ambitious, focus on your business sense and that sort of thing. Because I feel the sense of you looking for the sense of stability and security, and also being more generous with being sensual and loving and romantic as well. You have the Ace of Wands. You have the Torch of Fire, right? The Ace of Wands is meant to be about finding the light within the darkness. So, maybe it's a matter of facing some darkness to see the light, and that may give you some clarity about your purpose and why you're here and that sort of thing. I feel like your energy, you're here to lead people, you're here to guide people, and by doing so, you're going to find yourself within the darkness. For the Four of Cups and the light, I feel like it's just a matter of planting the seed, seeing if it grows. If it doesn't, try another seed, try nurturing in different ways, you know. Just like plants, you can't treat all the plants the same. Each plant has their own way of needing nurturing. For the Four of Cups, I do feel energy. Like you thinking things through, maybe meditating or just contemplating your ideas on how to nurture yourself. That's what it wants. Makes sense? That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. I feel like you need to find what really gets you inspired and creative and help guide other people in that energy. Alice! What does Alice need to know? Ideally positive. I will try my best. Prediction for next week. We get some positive messages for culture. We get some positive messages for culture. We get some positive messages for culture. Not culture, sorry. I was saying the wrong name. For Alice. Culture of Soul energy. We need some positive predictions and readings for Alice. During spirit guides, ancestors, angels of Fae. They want to come and give Alice a message. We need Alice's energy. We need positive messages for Alice. Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels or Fae. They want to give Alice a positive message for next week. We try that again. We want positive messages. Positive messages for Alice. And try that again. We need positive messages for Alice. Positive messages for Alice. Oh man, I shuffled her back in like 3 times. She wants to come out, so let's see what that is about. For the Two of Pentacles in the dark. It's not all that bad when the Two of Pentacles in the dark. It's just kind of like trying to figure out what's stressing you right now and how you're going to adapt to that situation, or how you're going to figure things out with all the things you need to multitask that's going on around you. You may feel like you're going in 2 different directions, but stay focused on what's important for you right now. You have the World is in the light as well. So I feel like, it's a matter of going through the cycles. I feel like you're closing a chapter, you're going to be beginning a new one. That's going to be full of fulfillments and possibilities and successes. You have the whole world in your hands. Maybe just taking a little day trip to recharge your batteries. For the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you are moving forward, slow and steady, but you're still moving forward. I feel like there's this energy of you being patient, but also being consistent in your energy, showing up when you need to, and being practical with your mindset and which direction you want to move forward in. And I feel like that is a positive energy. It's like you focusing on yourself. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark, but it could be just a matter of releasing any negativity and focusing on the positive things, focusing on the things that you do have control over, You know, I feel this energy of you being more open and more generous in your energy may attract more positive things towards you as well. Let's just see what the Fae have to say for this. What does the Fae have to say to Alice about all this energy? It says, the ancestors call, seek their wisdom. So maybe you can talk to your ancestors, be giving you some guidance or opening up some opportunities for you. It says, let go of all things are, so let go. All things are possible on the broader lands. So be open to possibilities. Things are possible. Even if you can't see it right now, doesn't mean it's not in the works of happening. That's what I got. Dee Dee. How will group go? How will group go for Dee Dee this week? How will group go for Dee Dee this week? Any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or Fae want to tell us how group is gonna go for Dee Dee? Oh, the hair fault is in the light, so I feel like group is gonna go as it traditionally does go. I know there's not gonna be any big changes. I feel like you may learn a few things or other. Maybe you'll have the chance to speak or contribute to something that will help other people in the group. You have the Two of Swords in the dark, so I feel like there's an energy of the group may be hard to read. It may be a little bit of a weird energy. I feel like just don't be pressured into anything that you don't want to be pressured into. It's okay to take your time and say, I'll think about it and get back to you another time. Because I feel like you don't want to restrict yourself or commit to anything that you may not feel like you can completely commit to right now. You have the Ten of Pentacles, so I feel like overall there's going to be some growth from this. I feel like um, you'll get support or you'll be the one supporting others. But I just feel like just you kind of like feeling connected and just absorbing whatever you need to absorb from this group and grow. But don't be pressured into anything that is not setting well with you. Culture. Why is Caroline so difficult to coordinate with? Why is Caroline so difficult to coordinate with for culture? Why is Caroline so difficult to coordinate with? She seems like she wants to seem reliable and scheduled, but like she's actually very flaky or something. Am I being too harsh? I feel like she really does want to be independent and reliable and dedicated to whatever the situation is. I feel like she does. But things just keep burning down around her and causing chaos, and things that are outside of her control keeps disturbing her energy with being more dedicated and more reliable and that sort of thing, right? She's kind of like walking into the unknown here with the Nine of Pentacles, facing all these challenges. And I feel like she's very doesn't like to ask for help, even though she seems like she should be. She tries to do everything herself and tries to control all that she can herself. But I feel like it's really hard for her to do. The Page of Wands is in the dark, so she may feel like she's out of ideas. So I feel like but inconsistency is making her unreliable, but just keeps, putting out fires, fighting demons, or whatever it is that she's got going on. Financial difficulties seems to be trying to come with her as well. I feel like she would like to make some positive changes. She would like to be more available. She does realize that she has a lot of work issues and, you know, is flaky. She realizes that, but she doesn't know how to tame the tower energy, it seems. What advice can we give to culture with dealing with Caroline? What advice can you give to culture with dealing with Caroline? The Magician. Can you make magic happen? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you can say that maybe offering a hand help or support if that is what she's needing, because the King of Cups is like being emotionally supportive or emotionally available to someone, you know, kind of like leading with kindness and compassion, and understanding. We have to do things a little bit outside what you would normally do because the Hierophant's in the dark. That's what I got. Yeah. Yeah. It does seem to, like, I don't know, show her some love and compassion. Um, I don't know. Maybe some positive advice from you may help. I don't know. Maybe you offering, if you can, if there's a possibility you can help. I don't know if you can help. That's what I got. Bernadette, how can I heal childhood trauma? Ooh, Five of Swords wants to know. How can Bernadette heal from childhood trauma? What advice can you give to Bernadette? Bernadette spirit guides, ancestors, angels or fae that one can give Bernadette a message? How she can heal from childhood trauma? That is a tough one. I feel like it's just a matter of facing them and dealing with them. I don't know if you've had some therapy or something. Um, let's see. For the Five of Swords, I feel like the Five of Swords is just acknowledging what you've been going through and what you're dealing with. The Queen of Swords is like facing it head on, right? Take action. You know, there may be a lot of intense energy before it gets better. Um, I know it's a tough one to do. I know some people who try to go to therapy for it, but when it starts to get hard, they quit instead of going through the hard parts of finishing it. That seems to be a hard thing for people to do. So I don't know if it's something about the Queen of Cups is telling you to push through it, or if you've ever tried it. I don't know. The Nine of Pentacles is in the dark as well, so it's kind of like seeing past the trauma. You know, it's hard. You know, everybody experiences trauma in different ways. It's just kind of like it's happened. Maybe try. I don't know. I'm not a therapist, so I can't give you any real advice except what I see with the cards here, and it's kind of like looking past the trauma and looking at the positive of the things that have happened in your life. You know, you're still alive, you have a family, you have your art, you're in a magazine. Try to focus on the positive things instead of allowing the trauma to always be at front center. You know, it's not like something you can forget, but it doesn't have to be take center stage as well. It could be sitting in the back audience in the far back row, while you're focusing on the positive. Put the positives on the front row seat kind of thing, you know? Just allow it to be like these weeds hanging on behind you instead of in front of you. And I feel like that may help you, you know, walk through all the challenges that this fairy is going through. And let's see if there's any advice here for Bernadette. Is there any advice here from Bernadette? My my speaker turned off, so it's probably gonna make that noise again. I really remember to turn that off. The Queen of Swords is in the dark. Yeah, I feel like there's still some things lingering in your mind that is hard to push away. I feel like whatever it is, you are juggling it as well as you can, so that is a positive. Trying to figure out what things you can manage right now, what things, you know, more harder. That is what I got though. Is R still watching my Facebook post? Is R still watching Eliza's Facebook post? Is R still watching? Is R still watching Eliza's Facebook post? What are our thoughts and feelings about watching the Facebook photos? I feel like he's ended that though. Like I feel like he's ended that and he has moved on. So what are our thoughts right now about Eliza? What are our thoughts about Eliza right now? What are our feelings towards Eliza right now? I feel like the current energy right now is that he's done watching your Facebook post. I feel like he's moved on from that. The King of Cups is in the dark as well. So I feel like whatever feelings he may be having, he's kind of like hiding them. He doesn't want to be aware of them right now or not focus on them. The Justice is in the light too, so I feel like right now he feels balanced in his thoughts and his feelings towards you. I feel like he can't forget about you, but you're not his main focus right now. I feel like he's trying to stay positive in his energy. That's what I got though. Alice, how does Harris truly think? No, how does Harris truly feel about Alice? How does Harris truly feel about Alice? How does Harris truly, truly, truly feel about Alice? I feel like, you know, deep, deep, true feelings are deep inside someone's heart. So you can't really tap into someone's heart that deep, right? Let's see. What are Harris's true feelings towards Alice? Ooh. I feel like Harris does see that there's a spiritual connection between the two of you. You know, I do. I feel like he feels, um, you know, he has an open heart when he comes towards you. There does definitely seem to be some sort of spiritual connection. I feel like his true feeling is that he does love you. I feel like he doesn't know how much, like, love you as a friend, love you as a neighbor, love you as something more. I feel like that's not something they've decided or willing to share right now. What does Harris think about Alice? How does Harris think about Alice? Thank you. They think that you're a dream come true. It jumped out and turned itself into light. I feel like they feel happy when they're around you. They're have gratitude that they know you. How are his? What are his hidden motives? What are Harris's hidden motives? Does Harris have hidden motives towards Alice? Does Harris have hidden motives towards Alice? Ace of Pentacles. I feel like hidden meta, his hidden motives is have growth with you. Not quite sure what that is about. Growth, but I feel like you're a little defensive because I feel like the two of you have different perspectives, different ideas, different thoughts, and I feel like Harris, doesn't want to back down or doesn't want to give up his thoughts and beliefs that may not align with yours. The Temperance here, I feel like he wishes there was a better balance between the two of you with what's on his mind and what's on your mind and how to figure that out. I feel like he's very patient and very slow. Just trying to see how things develop between the two of you naturally than pushing it in any direction. You know? Dee Dee, love life. What's coming towards Dee Dee in love life right now? What's coming towards Dee Dee in love life right now? What's coming towards Dee Dee in love life right now? What is coming towards Dee Dee in love life right now? Where is Dee Dee's current card energy? Ooh, a little defensive. What love is Dee Dee attracting? What kind of love life is Dee Dee attracting? Oh boy. What blocks or delays this love from happening? What is the best path forward to open up Dee Dee's energy to align herself to welcome this love fully? What does Dee Dee need to do to open up herself fully to this love? Ooh, there are some things coming through here. So the Ten of Swords is you rising above, healing from all the things that you need to heal from, any past traumas, any past regrets or sorrow that you may have experienced in your life. It's kind of like your current energy that you're working to overcome. There is the Five of Swords in the dark as well. This is what kind of love you're attracting towards you. So I feel like you're attracting a love who would truly, truly understand you completely. Understand the challenges you've been through, the heartache you've been through, all that sort of thing. Maybe they have gone through the similar things so the two of you can relate. And what blocks or delays this love is the Four of Swords. So I feel like it's just a matter of the two of you being at the same place at the same time, connecting in that sort of sense of way, even though you may have different challenges that you guys have been facing in your past. But I feel like you're both trying to overcome them and heal yourselves and put yourselves in a better position. Now, the Four of Swords is like taking that time to completely heal the both of you and taking that time to heal yourselves together as well. So that is a beautiful energy, I think, that's coming through. The Queen of Pentacles is in the dark, but this one is how to align yourself to welcome this love forward, moving forward. The Queen of Pentacles is in the dark, so it's kind of like the Queen of Pentacles is in need of some self-love, in need of grounding herself and respecting herself, and being more selfish towards her energy and what she truly needs. And I feel like that's going to open up the spark of passion and romance and possibilities of connection and attraction. I feel like that's going to end all this dark energy here. Maybe not completely, you can never forget things that have happened to you or experienced. but I feel like you're going to be able to let go of it enough to move forward. That's what it wants. Let's just see for DD. What kind of love energy? I'm going to pull some cards for DD. Oops, doesn't want to come out for DD. Nurture yourself, like I was saying. Nurture yourself and nurture each other. Closure. Yeah, so nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, they will flourish. And closure, not all connections are meant to be accept closure. So maybe some past ones that you haven't healed from. An opportunity to dress up and party and fun times ahead. Ooh. Maybe that's with that Knight of Wands or Page of Wands. I don't know. That's what I got. Hi Mira, how are you? Welcome. Mira, next Monday I'm going to be going earlier. So next Monday, the live will be between 6:30 to 8:30. It is 8:30 now. Yeah. I could do a reading for you, Mira, but then I have to... Oh, no, I'm not editing tonight. No. I'm here till 9. Sorry. I'm here till 9. I'm still here for another half hour. But next Monday, I'm closing at 8:30. But I'm still here till 9 because I only started at 7. My lives are going to be earlier. Yeah. So, yeah, after tonight, my lives are going to be 6:30 to 8:30. I'm still trying to remember the times myself. Let's see for culture. What does culture need to know for the week ahead? What does culture need to know for the week ahead? What does culture need to know for the week ahead? Judgment. Judgment is in the light. So for the judgment and the light, I feel like there's this energy of redemption. I'm not quite sure what that's from. I just feel the sense of transformation, focusing on decisions and using your discernment when you're making these decisions. Because I feel like there's this energy of like maybe needing some adjustment of some sort. So I'm not quite sure what that is about. But you have the 3 of Cups, so there's gonna be some fun times ahead. Not just all not all business, but some fun times as well. Maybe a good night out with friends or socializing, at least boosting some sort of excitement and happiness is coming your way. Things may not always be balanced though, so there might be an imbalance, but I feel like it's just a matter of you avoiding getting yourself into any issues you don't want to get yourself into, you know, making sure that you're parking in the right spot. No, you don't need any parking tickets or, you know, being more mindful about that. The 7 of Swords, because even though the cards say that you may be able to wiggle your way out of it, you know, you may not want to attempt it. I don't know. Let's see, what does culture need to know about the 7 of Swords here? Some may be wanting to trick you or scam you in some sort of way. Yeah, trust your intuition, you know, like see past their lies or scams or schemes. Whatever their scandal is, step away from it, see beyond it. Listen to your intuition. You're the Empress here. Think positive. I feel the sense of you having a boost of creativity and feeling inspired and a little artsy. So that's what I got. Bernadette, my cat keeps hissing at my partner. What is going on for the cat, huh? Did your partner do something and didn't repeat it again? I know my cats, especially Beastie, when we go upstairs for bed for the night, she expects her treats. If I'm late and I sit down at the chair upstairs and not give her a treat, she will bite me. She will full on bite me. She's like, hey, my treats? What are you doing procrastinating here? I've been waiting here for this long time. So I don't know if he's done something and he's not repeating that action. Sometimes cats are like, they know the time. They have expectations. Oh my goodness. Let's see for Bernadette. Why does Bernadette's cat keep hissing at her partner? The Knight of Wands. I feel like she wants something from him that he's not giving her. He gave it to her once and she wants more of it. Oh man. Ten of Pentacles is in the dark as well. Ten of Pentacles in the dark is like having a dispute, so I guess him and the cat are having some disputes. And he's not seeing the vision that the cat sees. The Emperor's in the dark as well. The cat feels like he's running away with commitment, saying, you have a cat here, you need to spoil me, you need to do what I want to do. I don't know, but that's what I got, because right, I don't wants him to take action, wants him to pursue his needs. Ten of Pentacles, not holding up his end of the deal. He did something once, and interesting. Yeah, cats are extremely smart. They're a lot smarter than a lot of people give them credit for. If you do something, they remember what you did. You're between them? Oh man, you have to ask him what he did once and he'll have to do it again. Did you give her something? Did you give the cat food or a treat or pets or... Maybe the cat just wants to sit where he's sitting. Cats like to have their spots too. He doesn't let you sleep? Oh man. Probably because you're sleeping in a spot. The cat probably wants to sleep where you sleep. I know BC likes to sleep in my son's bed all day, or most of the day. Sometimes she sleeps in my daughter's bed. But when he comes to bed, if he doesn't give her the spot, she'll just sleep on top of him. And she'll just stay there. He always wants food. Oh man, sounds like Beastie. Beastie is very picky from the food though. She's funny. Eliza, how will our commission on the... How will the commission on the be related this month? So how will Eliza's commission be this month? How will Eliza's energy to come through? How will Eliza's commission be this month? How will Eliza's commission be released this month? How will Eliza's commission be released this month? How will Eliza's commission be released this month? I feel you can get some good information about it. You have 2 communication cards here. So there's going to be some good news, good communication about it. No tricks. I feel like you're going to have that sense of independence, right? I feel like it's going to go well. It's going to be successful. Overall. You know, the 7 of Swords. I feel like if you were denied about anything before or whatever, I feel like you're going to rebuild some sort of trust or some sort of negotiation with this commission. But you're going to get the sufficiency or the success you're wanting from it. 9 of Pentacles here. You're going to get that badass success, that recognition. Bottom of the deck is also the 10 of Cups. So, I don't know. Looks like it's going good. You've been praying for that? Oh man, your prayers are working, it seems. Keep going. Oh man. Prayers are very powerful. Mira, sorry. I don't know how May's energy came through. Mira, David's current feelings about Mira. What are David's current feelings towards Mira? What is David's current feelings towards Mira? What are David's current feelings towards Mira right now? I feel like he's not 100% sure what his current feelings are right now. The Four of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like whatever his thoughts are, they're slowly improving than what they were. So I feel like they're kind of like shifting their mind in some sort of direction where they may have started to pull back, but I feel like now they're interested again or more interested than they were before. So the Hangman too, I feel like they really shifted their perspectives, maybe feeling more patient with you or more patient with the connection between the two of you. Because I do feel like they do see you as a Queen of Cups, right? Someone who is very intuitive, very generous, very kind, very compassionate, very wise. They do see that. I feel like they're very aligned with you. They feel like their mindset, their beliefs, their understanding, that sort of thing is very aligned with you and your energy. Let's see. What are David's true feelings towards Mira? What are David's true love feelings for Mira? Twin flame energy. It says trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. That's what it says together. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So I don't know if that is what's in Dave's energy, just them wanting just to be with you and get to know you better or connect with you and just take things slow. This one is destiny. Their union would your union with your twin flame is destined to happen. So you have two twin flame energies here. I truly believe that most of the time twin flames don't work out, but I feel like there could be a possibility in this situation that it could be. Um, that's what I got. Didi. For Didi, how will Didi's YouTube channel be for the rest of the month? How will Didi's YouTube channel be for the rest of the month? How will Didi's YouTube channel be for the rest of the month? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. I feel like it's a matter of trusting your inner voice about how your YouTube is going. You know, pay attention to your analytics. That's the most important thing. Pay attention to your watch time, not your views. Let's see for Didi's YouTube channel. What is the rest of the month going to be like for Didi's YouTube channel? A lot of things here. Let's see what's going on here. Something may come to an end. I don't know what that is about. Putting some more magic into it. Maybe it's like making a video of something dying in your stories. May spruce things up a little bit. I mean, a spooky season, so make some ghosts or I don't know, spooky things. The magician, make magic happen. I feel like magic is gonna happen, right? You may have to juggle a few things around to make it happen. But the Queen of Swords, be very blunt in your energy. Be very, direct and honest and discerning or whatever that is for you. Make some celebrations. I feel like the cards are kind of giving you some sort of YouTube content advice here. I don't know. A good party going on here. Somebody dies. The magician comes and saves the day. I don't know. But I feel like there's going to be some ups and downs, but overall it does seem very positive. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords are very powerful energies. Some good times, some successes. Welcome, DD. Alice, how did Keith think of my case performance yesterday? How did Keith think about Alice's case performance yesterday? How did Keith think about Alice's case performance yesterday? Ooh, the Queen of Swords. He felt like you were very honest, very clear in your presentation or your performance. How did he... There's too many cards there. Apparently these cards did not want to answer that question. We'll try again. How did Keith think about Alice's mock interview with Keith? What did Keith think about the mock interview? May felt like it could have used a little bit more work, a little bit more confidence. The King of Pentacles is all about having that confidence and ambition and being very putting more compassion towards it. Let's see what else we can get. Does Keith think that Alice will get the job offer? Does Keith think that Alice will get the job offer? The Judgment. I mean, the Judgment's in a light and it's a yes card, so I would say yes. I feel like they do believe that you'd make the best decisions, that you will perfect from the mock interview. You do better than that at the actual interview. The Strength card. I feel like Keith may think that you can put a little bit more strength into your confidence or what it is that you have going on or what you're going to be talking about or your answers, or I don't know what this interview is, but that is what I got. For culture. For culture's housemate management discover my pet before I get the documentation I need. Let's see for culture. Will culture's housemates or building management discover culture's pet before culture gets the documentation that she needs? The Queen of Swords is yes, and I'll call you out on it. But it does seem to be like they will have a heart and be nice to you anyways. I feel like they won't. I feel like they won't abandon you though. I mean, the Cups is like you moving on to something better. But I feel like in this case, because we're asking if they're going to discover it, I say yes, they will discover it, but it's going to be positive. So I feel like they, will just move forward with whatever they're doing and not really take any harsh judgment. The Five Pentacles in the dark, so it's not going to cause a conflict or anything. Yeah, they may just tell you that you should have made a better decision about being honest about it, or I don't know. That's what I got though. Bernadette, what does the rest of the week look like for Bernadette? What does the rest of the week look like for Bernadette? What is the rest of the week looking like for Bernadette? I think that's just some old energy. We're gonna try that again. What is the rest of the week looking like for Bernadette? What is the rest of the week looking like for Bernadette? Oh yeah. I feel like you're going to be getting some closure of some sorts or some sort of emotional support one way or another, right? I feel like you're going to be, water under the bridge, new week, new ambitions, new things to tackle. There may be some things that you're unaware of that could be hidden from you, but you're still moving forward. For the Eight of Wands is in the light, so I feel like you're going to feel more motivated, more energized, more, taking action. I feel like you're some important for whatever momentum you're taking. Focus where you put your focus, your energy will flow. So I feel like that will lead to success. You have the Seven of Wands here, so even though you may feel exhausted and tired, you're gonna push yourself through anyways. I just feel the sense of not just going through some challenges, but standing your ground, setting your boundaries, be firm with what your expectations are from others as well. But remember that you are the Empress, this loving, nurturing, kind-hearted being. I feel like your mother instincts are gonna come out. May need to use them here and there, but that's what I got. You have 8 interviews. Wow, that is amazing. You did 2 today? That is awesome. You're very ambitious. There you go. You've been planning paintings? That is awesome. That is good. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be live at 6:30 instead of 7. But yeah, hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Good night, everyone. Bye.